How does the rhinal cortex explain déjà vu? Imagine walking into a room and feeling like you've been there before, even though you know it's a new place. That strange feeling is called déjà vu. Now, what part of your brain could be responsible for this odd sensation? The answer lies deep within your brain's temporal lobe, in a tiny but powerful area called the rhinal cortex. This region includes two main parts, the entorhinal cortex and the perirhinal cortex. Both are involved in how we recognize familiarity and process memories. Scientists have found that, when they stimulate these areas directly in people with epilepsy, they often trigger déjà vu experiences. Interestingly, stimulating nearby regions like the hippocampus or amygdala does not produce the same effect as stimulating the rhinal cortex. This suggests that the rhinal cortex plays a key role in creating the feeling of familiarity. So, how does it do that? Well, the rhinal cortex can send false signals of familiarity to the rest of the brain. When this happens, your brain interprets the current scene or situation as something you've seen before, even if it is completely new. The entorhinal cortex is especially linked to this false sense of familiarity, while the perirhinal cortex might be more involved in recalling specific scenes or details. This process is not just a simple memory error. It involves complex interactions between the rhinal cortex and other parts of the brain that handle memory and perception. When these interactions go awry, the brain gets confused, and you experience déjà vu. In people with temporal lobe epilepsy, déjà vu often occurs just before a seizure. This indicates that abnormal electrical activity in the rhinal cortex disrupts normal memory signals, causing the brain to misinterpret new sensory input as something familiar. Researchers have also used virtual reality environments to study this phenomenon. They subtly alter familiar scenes to see how sensitive the rhinal cortex is to small differences. These experiments show that even tiny mismatches in perception can activate the rhinal cortex and produce déjà vu. But remember, the rhinal cortex does not work alone. It works with the hippocampus and the amygdala, which help to put memories into context and evaluate emotional significance. When this teamwork breaks down, the false signals from the rhinal cortex can dominate, leading to that eerie feeling of having been somewhere before. This quirky brain glitch highlights how a small part of our brain can create a strange, sometimes unsettling experience. It's like a brief hiccup in our memory system, making us think we've seen something that's actually brand new. Understanding this process helps scientists learn more about how memory and perception are connected and might even help in treating conditions like epilepsy. So, next time you feel déjà vu, remember that your brain's tiny rhinal cortex might be the culprit, momentarily fooling your mind into thinking you've been there before.